Please help
Tough
me.
times never last.
All right. Would you guys do crypto fight night then?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I'll do the
Yeah.
karate one. I don't give a shit. Give me
The karate
2025.
one.
Anyone. Give me
Oh, dude.
2025. Anyone. 2025. Give me.
I
Don't
want to
care.
do it so I could grapple. I feel like I'm better at smothering people.
Well, we need a UFC fight night, crypto fight night. Then that'd be fun.
Yep. Gloves. After some minor technical difficulties, we're back. We are so back. We have never been more back, and very happy to be going live.
Run that intro. Oh no, we'll.
Yeah.
Run that intro.
Yeah, Wonel, run that intro and let's. Okay, so we're back, and after some minor technical difficulties, things are looking good. Gentlemen, let's get straight into it. Bitcoin's puppets, Nodemokes. I reckon we start again with some sticks, apage, and how he's already left curved his way to like essentially a 100% move, and has already outperformed Swiss after being in for like 6 hours. So yeah, let's go.
Yeah, no, I'm just really retarded. I just buy first, research later. So, yeah, I saw them like a while ago, like pop up once or twice on on the TL, but like obviously I thought they were stupid, and I've never done anything on ordinals or whatever. And then obviously the price is way higher, so now I don't think they're stupid. But yeah, I feel like they're just the best left curve. I feel like them and like Welsh Coin are like the two best left curve plays right now on the BTC ecosystem. So yeah, I thought I'd buy one. I've never like done anything to I've never had anything to do with ordinals or anything on the BTC ecosystem. So I was like really new, fresh stuff. Pretty easy to do, to be honest. Like had no issues with it. Magic Eden makes it like pretty simple. So shout out to them. But yeah, hopefully they keep going up.
Yeah,
It
no,
is.
I think like overall, like it's like I saw the Vanjie post from like earlier today, and he like made a really good point. It's like if you got to buy punks before they were punks, like wouldn't you fucking do it? And like,
Yeah.
isn't this just like buying punks before you're doing it? So like it seems like retarded now, but like everything seems retarded before you actually make that commitment to it. So I think it's a really good play.
Yeah, and I think also there's so much money on Bitcoin. I think I was saying this before, that's not really doing anything. And I know it's like Bitcoin; it's the whole point of it. You're supposed to just like hold it forever. But there's some people in the Bitcoin ecosystem with a lot of money that want to speculate, and this is like the best narrative so far. I think that has come to BTC, and a lot of people seem to like it. So and it's fresh as well. It's like something new, and it seems to be like in an uptrend. Like we had like the whole Audi coin and like ordinals earlier on a few months ago, and now they're just starting to come back up. So I think it'll be like a nice uptrend continuation over the entire, the next 12 months or however long this cycle goes for.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
just from a pure left curve point of view, it's like Bitcoin go up, Bitcoin eco go up as well.
Yeah,
like
and people want to
it-
leverage up more Bitcoin as well. Like people want to stack their Bitcoin. So
yeah, and people want that beta to it that outperforms,
yeah.
and they're like, all right, cool. So that's why layer twos, ordinals, if I could afford them, yeah, all that seems to be the good play.
100%.
It's fun watching you guys ape shit that I'm like, oh man.
But
I
as I
want
said,
in.
I'm ape first, research later. It might not work sometimes.
No, we're good. All right. Listen.
Do we want to talk about? I don't know who wants to talk about. Maybe Z or Wonel or someone. Sol, ETH debate.
Oh, mad for that.
Yeah. Let's get stuck into that. That's good.
All right. So I don't know. I feel like last pod I went on this full like rant about how like ETH is a much better chart and
Yeah,
all of that.
You pivoted at a good time.
I did. And look, not saying like I bought the bottom or anything of that, but like it did look good. But like I feel like overall the thing that happened in the last week is like the moment ETH went up, it was like grave dancing all over this fucking soul chart. And I
Yeah.
don't know. I just feel like it's at that stage now where maybe not yet, but I think soon the whole soul trade comes back into life. But ETH still looks fucking good right now. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's a good fucking coin. And like if you look at it historically over the last 12, 24 months, like everything else bottomed in November. ETH bottomed in like August. Like ETH bottomed on the 3AC dump, whereas everything else bottomed on the FTX dump. And then so like if you look at it from the relative percentage from where it was from the bottom upwards, which is like kind of what got me into the soul trade to begin with. Like the soul trade caught up, did a 10x. ETH is sitting at like maybe 2.5x now from when I last looked. And Bitcoin was like sitting higher than that from its bottom. Whereas like ETH's now slightly crept above the Bitcoin percentage trade. So I feel like ETH's probably got a little bit more in it. But then I think as you go down like the cascading levels, like Bitcoin should be like the lowest, ETH next, and then you got your souls and everything like that.
Yeah.
And ETH's just playing catch up because it was so held down by the whole Celsius cells and all of that. So once that like catches up a little bit, I think you'll get like the revenge of the soul trade again. But I'll just sit patiently watching, and can't wait to fucking dunk on all the ETH tards again. Sorry, I know.
Don't hate me. Nah. I try to keep a level head, but yeah. Nah, I agree. I 100% agree. I think ETH will continue to do well, but over the long period, I think Sol will do better in the bull market, obviously. So, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, ETH looks really good.
Yeah.
I think the whole ETF trade is going to play out pretty well. But I think like the
Yeah.
most bearish scenario will be like if the ETH ETF doesn't get approved in May, which is when I think the VanEck ETF is due to be approved. So
Yep.
we'll see what happens. But
Yep.
it's been a terrible coin to trade on leverage. Like if you look at any chart like below the daily right now, it's just been like trying to break out a 3K dump, trying to break out a 3K dump. And yeah, I won't lie, I've been chopped up a little bit by it over the last week, so I've just kind of just left it to its own thing.
Yeah. My AVO doesn't say liquidation in progress. No, that's not. That wouldn't be me.
What liquidation?
Trying to fuck with ETH. Yeah. And the whole smartest money thing as well coming out.
Oh, very
Um,
funny.
Dude, what
Guy
like
is insane.
Yeah, I mean, he's
he's
a good trader.
oh, that's wild.
Well, he was the
I mean,
first person, as I said, I saw on the timeline, like highly bull posting on TIA. I mean, I think he got a seed round, so he had a huge position, but like he added obviously to his seed round through his spot at like $2. So
well, he was saying
That's what he's
TIA
doing.
is the soul of this cycle at like $2.80 or something.
yeah,
I remember
he's,
you were sharing that, and
pretty
I was like, ooh, that looks all right.
he's a pretty smart dude.
He is.
But
He is.
it'll be interesting to see because he's sort of been in the shadows a lot. Like he just posts his trades, but now he's sort of starting to dunk on people. So I'm interested to see
Main
if he's
character
right.
arc.
Main character arc. Right. Yes.
He's been right for all eternity so far. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I've been in the mindset like when I was watching him like go on that like tirade against like Ansem and that. I'm like, normally when people get this loud about someone, like it's normally like the moment that they fuck up on something pretty badly.
Yeah, I
And
mean, yeah, that's a good point.
and I still think he's obviously got a trading system that's working well for him. Like the DYDX trade that he's had recently has been really
Yeah,
good.
that was good.
As a banger.
But like, He timed the price side before the narrative kicked in with the Uniswap stuff, which I think will be cool to get into a little bit. But yeah,
I mean,
it
his
worked out
trading
really well.
styles. It's interesting because I've said this like a few times to you guys. He just buys, doesn't have like stop loss or anything, just buys, holds. And I remember he was down like 50 BTC on his ETH BTC long. And then everyone was like dunking on him, obviously. And then he just doubled down like added more. And now he's up like a few mil on that position. But yeah, it's an interesting trading style because most people would cut, if they're down 6 figures or something like that on a position. But no, not him. So it's interesting.
Yeah. I think the coolest part about what he's doing is like he's doing it all like really publicly. Like all of
Yeah,
his
that's the best
trades
part.
are like
Yeah,
live. So it's nice to
I think
see.
that's cool.
And he's not doing it on like shit coins or anything like that. Like he's doing it on like
No, it's like full
high
liquid
market
shit.
cap
Yeah.
stuff. So it's pretty cool.
That is the thing. He's not doing the like, just pumping, tiny little things. He's got his like ETH address on
He's on his chain.
yes,
He's on chain wallet. It's
Smartest
good to look
Money.
at.
Yeah, on D Bank. Go check it out. Smartest Money. Fucking wild. Just 36 mil sitting in an ETH.
Yeah,
Just,
On
just
chain.
on chain. Just like, yep. Like, holy fuck, dude.
Yeah,
It's
knows what
big.
he's doing.
Wonel, what was the stuff with the Uniswap? Because you were talking about price.
Yeah, what are you
and
talking about?
I kind of took like the days. I took
Oh,
Thursday and Friday
okay.
off. So, what was the stuff with Uniswap price shit?
Okay, so it's massive, right? What happened with that? So basically, Uniswap for the first time has turned on the fee switch. So basically, what they're saying is if you're a Uni token holder, the revenue that comes from the fees from the swapping is now being sent to the holders. Not the whole amount, but a portion of it. So one of the things that's like sort of plagued the industry for a long time has been the fact that all of these worthless governance tokens that Hentai Degen Spartan has loved to dump on us for so long, it has now actually got a genuine like cash flow coming to it. So the limited details that I sort of recall from the governance proposal that they put out was basically that a certain percentage of the fees will now go to uni token stakers, not holders, but stakers. So you can now stake your uni governance token and delegate those tokens to someone as a way to help the governance participation model. Because what they were finding was that with the governance token, a certain percentage of holders would actually vote, and most of those voters would be the large token holders. So you wouldn't really get this like nice distributed, decentralized, voting that you would hope to achieve by being a uni token holder. And so now what they're saying is if you stake your uni token, you will now receive a percentage of the fees. But on top of that, you can then like delegate to a certain person who can vote on behalf of you. So it can be like someone that you think is a good person in the community, or someone that you value as part of being a uni governance token holder. And through the incentive model of actually having the fee swap, there's an incentive of actually holding the token and staking it for some sort of reward, which will be the fees generated. But as far as I'm aware, the fee switch that they put on isn't a large amount, but the fact that they're doing it is more signal in itself, because the reason they haven't done it is because it makes it a security, quote unquote, because obviously now you've got a token that has an expectation of profit through the fee switch. So they've obviously reached a point in time where they feel like this is now reasonable to do given the regulatory environment that we now sit in, which kind of gives me some sort of inclination towards the SEC versus Coinbase uh, thing that's happening in the courts right now. So I feel like they feel confident that the decision that they're making is not going to come under too much regulatory scrutiny. And as a result, they feel like they can do it. So in summary, I think what that means is it's not the bullish thing in itself for the uni token, but it's for every other token that's a governance token that has not decided to do a fee switch because of the same sort of risks. And now that uni's doing it, given that they're sort of like the biggest protocol in the whole space, what does that now mean for the other tokens? And you saw this today with Pac-Man in his post around the Blast and the Blur token. And in his post, he made a little reference to we're going to be watching Uni closely and seeing what they do with this fee switch, which then, as soon as they posted that, led to like a 20-something% pump in the Blur token. So I think there's a big space to watch right now, and that 36-month DeFi bear market progress chart that DGen Spartan love to post may actually be coming to an end as we sort of see all this unfold.
Yeah, that was interesting. I had no idea.
Dude, you just educated the chat. That was great.
Yeah, I had no idea they were doing that. I didn't even know why it pumped in the first place. I knew there was a reason. I just was too lazy to read about it.
Did you see how much Uni pumped? Like on that announcement, though?
It's like 100, almost 100%. It's like 80%, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was something nuts.
Yeah, they
dude.
would have added like a couple billion to their market cap at least. Pretty cooked.
I think it like settled at like 50% overall, but like Jesus,
Yeah.
man.
They must know something. Maybe they know that Coinbase is going to win.
Yeah.
They'll probably pump even more, to be fair.
Well, like,
Yeah, true.
if you think about how many swaps happen on Uniswap, and you just think about like the revenue generation from that, like if you can get like a cut of that as a Uni token holder, I think it's always good.
It's good. Yeah.
But yeah,
I just
so
we bought it before that pump.
yeah,
What was that?
It's $1 million question.
Yeah, no, 100%. What's the deal with what do we think happens with Blur moving forward now? Because I mean, obviously, when's Blast?
I think it'll just keep going up.
Soon, isn't it?
it's soon.
I think it'll
Very
just
soon.
sustain its uptrend. It's just a nice token to have as like an NFT beta. But it's like a diversified NFT beta. But also there's all the other shit that Pac-Man's doing on this in the background. So it'll be $1 soon. It might get chopped up if you use leverage. I wouldn't recommend that, but eventually it'll go to $1 plus all-time highs.
Yeah, for sure. I think. It's
Pac-Man has a way of making people money.
He's very good at it. Yeah, very good at it.
Everyone, and I mean the whole Blast thing. Did you see? What was it? I think it was like a dev risk on Blast rugged like 500 ETH or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, really?
Initially, Swiss, do you know more about that? Because I haven't looked at shit. I just saw it this morning, and I think shit posted about it, but I did not.
I don't know anything
absorb
about
info.
Blast.
I didn't really see it. I just saw that it was like they raised 500 ETH and then the Twitter account just got like deleted, and I was like, oh no, please don't tell me it's a rug.
Yeah, it looks pretty ruggy, and I don't know. Like I don't know how to feel about Blast. Like I see a lot of hate for Blast, and I think a lot of that is well placed in the sense that it's like, you know, I don't know, the fact that a random dev can just rug 500 ETH that's supposedly been vetted. It's like, okay, that's probably fucking not ideal.
I was just skeptical. I just don't like locking like my money up when I can't actually, even if I like I don't like locking it up if I can't withdraw it for like a long period of time. Like 21 days is like the max. I'm waiting. Even that was like, I fucking hated, even unlocking for 21 days is like excruciating.
Yeah,
Well,
tier was pretty rough.
it was
Like,
rough. Like I unstaked like a big wallet, and like I mean I've restaked it on Milk, but like just waiting 21 days just feels like shit.
Yep.
So much can change.
I agree
It
with
does.
that.
It does feel a bit risky, but I think TIA and the modular money ecosystem looks nice heading up.
Yeah, I've got a lot
I
of.
feel.
I'm starting to build like a big MilkTIA wallet. I think it'll be like an airdrop that a lot of people fade. Firstly, because they're doing a stupid point system, but then, secondly, because they probably think all the good airdrops are finished, and they'll probably also not stake on MilkTIA because they probably won't think they're not going to get any airdrops on MilkTIA from like other protocols. But I'm pretty sure you actually will get other airdrops. They did say on their Twitter that they're speaking to protocols about them getting airdrops as well as like, smaller validators and shit like that. So
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's I think it's like a decent, like, I mean, obviously I wouldn't put like all your eggs in one basket, but it's good to have something on there just to let it sit there. I mean, if you're gonna like not, if you're gonna have it staked anyway, you might as well stake some there. So
yeah.
and it's a good ticker. Like the ticker's Milk, so
Yeah.
when
It's
it
a
comes out,
bullish
it'll be
ticker.
pretty fun. Yeah, it's a bullish ticker.
yeah.
Well, I
Did
mean,
you-
I was getting frustrated about points. I was like, "Fuck, more points."
Yeah, so
but then
I
Wonel was
think
saying
that's
that
what
Vito had points, which I was like,
exactly.
"Oh,
This
did not
is
know."
what I was talking about. Everyone's gonna fade this airdrop just because
Mm.
like they've got this dopamine high of like the dime airdrop being like so simple and like easy, whereas like the Milk one's like just the same. You just stake it and you get points for staking it, like just, and then you'll get the airdrop. Like I don't know, it's pretty straightforward. You can do other shit to get more points, which I know when I was doing, a few stuff in the. What are you doing? You're like adding liquidity to something.
the Pyth
Yeah.
the Pyth
No,
one,
No, this
no,
is
the tier one, the
the
Milk
tier
one.
one. Oh yeah,
You're
shit. What did I
doing.
do with
You're like
that? Yeah,
you were doing something for adding
yeah.
liquidity. I don't know what you were doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit. So like as part of the MilkTIA airdrop, if you go to
Mm.
the milk website, there's like these interactions with protocol things that you got to do to like get like boosted points.
Yeah.
So there's like one protocol where you go and do it and you like add liquidity there. There's another one where you like go and trade something. So I don't know, I just like went and ticked all the boxes. I need to go and do it on like my other wallets. I mean, I've only got one wallet because I'm not a simple
And
farmer, but you know.
yeah,
same.
definitely not. Yeah.
How long did that whole process take you? Like to do all those things?
To be honest, like 10, 15 minutes.
Exactly. Like this is the whole point of like everyone's fading this because they think this whole point system is like a big rug in terms of like you're gonna have to spend like fucking 3 hours a day doing shit on this Milk protocol, whatever.
Nah.
It's literally I
Dude.
staked in like 1 minute.
Dude, you
Yeah.
stake. I've got mine. I mean, on my one wallet, I've got my MilkTIA on Lavana, and I've added liquidity for it on Demex, and I got a position on Quasar.
I
So I
gotta
got
do that.
across
Nice.
those three. I looked at UX Markets, which is like the new one that was added, but funnily enough, for a platform called UX, the UX was pretty
Terrible.
average, and I was kind of like,
Of
oh,
course.
like I don't know. It's in fucking Times New Roman font, and I'm just like, I
Oh,
don't.
disgusting.
It's like I can't deal with DeFi that's in fucking Times New Roman. I'm like, nope, sorry, don't want to do it. I'm sure I'm probably fading something, but yeah,
Yeah.
just adding, and then you get 15% on Demex on your 15%. So it's nice.
Yeah,
That's good shit.
Waifu
Yeah.
Collector says the most faded airdrops are Sanko chain airdrops. This man knows what he's
Correct.
talking
Agreed.
about.
Agreed.
He is
Yeah.
correct.
100%.
Yeah. Speaking of Sanko chain airdrops, Sanko just got a arbitrum. What's it called?
Oh yeah,
Foundation grant.
the
Foundation
yeah.
grant. Yeah, they got a grant to help build their L3, which is really going to be cool. And Swiss, you were pulling up the old CoinGecko the other day and showing the L3 category that's now been made on CoinGecko. And one of the chains seemed to be way undervalued than the other, but wouldn't know which one
Yes,
that would be.
I posted it and I said, "Oh, CoinGecko has a new subheading that you can click on and explore," and it was layer 3, and there was DMT at the bottom. Now, after I posted it, it proceeded to drop 7%. So maybe I cursed it, but yeah, hopefully
God, it
that'll
pumped
change.
like 100. Didn't it do like a 2x from like $9 to like 20 or something?
Yeah.
It
Yep.
would have kept going higher if you bought Sticks. That's the main issue.
All right, I'll buy
Don't be
some
like,
if it
"Oh,
nukes
just
again.
pump a little bit."
Yeah.
Own some, all right?
We just need to add to the
Please.
Sanko wallet, Sticks. We just need to add to the Sanko
Yeah.
wallet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll buy some.
I'm actually very happy that it's been dipping because I'm just like, it's a longer accumulation period for a poor journo who's trying to buy more. So
Yeah.
let's keep it at 15 for a little while, or 16, or whatever the fuck it's at.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I'm really bullish on what that looks like, because like if you can imagine, you know, Arbitrum already has some sort of level of degen activity, and then if you like consolidate all that degen activity to another chain that's like natively full of degens, it's should be fun, should be cool.
Yeah. Well,
And every time you swap on that chain, it's going to be burning DMT, and every time you do anything on that chain, it's going to be burning DMT. So I don't know. I feel like the tokenomics are pretty nicely set out for it.
yeah, dude, it looks fantastic. Just untenably bullish. Fucking Sanko, like, especially with the like actual points multiplier and stuff. It's a good time. Because I mean, the last airdrop, like block grays and just people that just did stuff on this platform got thousands of dollars of ARB from this. So it's just like it seems pretty straightforward and still very slept on. So
no, for sure.
more
Sure.
bull posting.
Sure. What did we think about the Bitboy fight the other day?
Bloody good.
Wish I watched it.
Man,
Dude.
that dude came out swinging punches.
He was ready. He wanted his
I'm
Lambo back.
I'm actually gonna, after this pod, I'm gonna literally go and watch it.
It was like
Dude.
the worst fucking production I've ever seen on anything before. It was so fucking bad, dude. Like the fucking fighters that they had on, they had like the DeFi Kingdoms guy on there, and he got like,
that was crazy.
he got knocked out like one punch, dude. It was so good.
Oh my god.
That was, dude, the cringe, the level of fucking cringe. I nearly didn't make it to the Bitboy fight because I was like, oh, when's it going to come on? I really don't want to miss it. And yeah, sitting through the first, I think I made it through. I missed the first like influencer fight, but I got through on the second, like the next one. And holy shit, I watched those three and was like, oh no. And just how seriously everyone was like taking it.
It was crazy.
Like they were celebrating wins like it was like the UFC. And I just thought this is unacceptable. This is not, you're not allowed to be this hyped for something that you've just been dragged onto. And some guy won by essentially poking like another dude's eye out and was just like, yes, I've won.
Did not see that one.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Be grateful you missed it, dude.
Hell?
Yeah.
Mert said something like, what circle of hell is this? And I was like, 100%.
I did see that
Who said
post.
that?
Mert.
Oh, Merp. Yeah, he's a funny man.
Summed it
Oh
up
my
perfectly.
God.
I was like, this is fucked. But dude, I had a Polymarkets bet on the dev because I was just like, don't care. I totally fucking mid-curved it. I mid-curved it. I was like, nah, Bitboy,
Oh, but I would have mid-curved
he's
it
going to
as well.
get gassed.
Looking at
He's going to drop his
Bitboy,
hands. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have mid-curved it just based off physical appearance. Like, I don't know. It's Bitboy. Like, he wouldn't work out. Like,
Just say it. He's fat.
yeah, he's a chunky, he's a pudgy man. Like, it's just there's no way.
But
I would've betted
he had that dog in him.
Yeah, literally. As I said,
fucking dog.
as we said earlier, I found a little more respect for him. So pretty funny.
For sure. For sure.
I blame Videmo because he's
Videmo,
he's out here spreading misinformation.
I know. I thought
this
he like
guy
was
has
like a
fucking Muay
jiu-jitsu
Thai
champion.
record.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't he say he had 80s to 20 or something in
But
Thailand?
it
Fuck.
started
Yeah.
off. It started off a little bit more believable. It was like he's
Did it,
quietly
though?
has like
I literally
he
believed
quietly
it, though.
has like a 28-4 Muay Thai record. And I looked at the
That's
guy
the
and I
one
was
I
like, oh
believed.
yeah, mullet, mustache. This guy could have kicked some people before. Hell yeah. And then I messaged Vitamo and he's like, oh no, dude, not at all.
And then he threw it. Did you see he throw that front kick? He looked like he was gonna. He threw a front kick at some point in the fight. That guy with the mullet. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
believed it, like the 24 and whatever thing. I don't know. I didn't do any research. I just assumed he was like, that's why he was in this fight. Oh,
Oh my
I
God.
thought
that's funny.
I assumed wrong. Yeah, no. But it was very funny. Yeah.
Anyway.
Fuck, dude.
What about how Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic and nuked after it?
Oh, that was the best.
Dude,
Dude,
Wonel.
and then that Ben coin like pumped on it as well.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
This is the best industry. I'm sorry. There is no other place where you can have
it's
this
so
much fun
fucking funny,
with
yeah.
financial products. Like, Jesus, dude. How could you go to work at Wall Street when there's this much fun to be had? You know? Christ.
So true.
Get
Oh
over
my
yourselves. Oh,
Oh man, that was good. But
Yeah.
like, also Polymarket Intern has just been like on a fucking roll recently with his like posts.
brilliant.
He's
Yeah,
been
they're
fucking
too
killing
good.
it.
I think these like companies and like institutions of figuring out that the best way to get engagement on CT is just to fucking shitpost.
Van
Yep.
Eck is really good at it.
Yeah.
Van Eck Intern.
Yeah. That's why. Like, that's why
Fuck
they
yeah.
followed me, and I was like, these guys are fucking funny.
Dude, Van Eck Intern is
Oh,
fantastic.
God, he started the whole. Yeah,
I like him a lot. It's great.
so funny.
It's obviously
Needs a pay
someone.
rise.
I love that like these actual financial institutions have found someone from CT and are like, yeah,
Yeah,
we're
they,
gonna
like, hired it.
we're gonna pay you fucking money to just talk shit
Shitpost.
on the timeline. And like, yeah, it's brilliant. Bullish.
I
Very
love it.
bullish activity.
One day, one of them's
Yeah.
gonna tweet from their wrong account, and it's just they're gonna dox themselves.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, for real.
Imagine just someone on CT's just logged into the Van Eck account right now.
Oh, that's the funniest part. I know.
The power.
Power in that man's hand.
I feel like Van Eck Intern could be Grill.
Could be
Yeah.
Grill. Yeah.
I think
Grill.
it's Grill. I think it's Grill.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Oh.
sure.
I'm not gonna say which.
interesting.
I'm not gonna say which Grill, but I think that. Yeah.
It's
I think
it's-
Grill.
I'm pretty sure I know which grill you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta keep some stuff a little secret. We gotta keep some stuff secret. But I do think I have a feeling I know which grill. One I will probably
what?
talk in the chat and be like, what? Be like, that's not who I thought at all.
Brian Condor? I mean
No.
Yeah, never mind.
So that's where Degen's gone. Degen Spartan is
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no. Guys, what other things have happened in market this week that warrant discussion on Poad?
I think the only thing for me recently has just been like the new moon cycle has been pretty shit house. Because I love my moon trades, and I think today is the last day before I think tomorrow's tonight in America, which is sort of where I am right now. That's where the full moon should be coming out, and I've just pulled some charts up on the screen. I don't know if you boys can see it, but yeah, I feel like this cycle's been pretty standard for where we normally see these like new moon cycle bits go on. So yeah, I think full moon again tonight, and then yeah, we'll start getting a little bit of a pump again. ETH's already looking good. Corn is still in this fucking range that we've been sitting in for the last like week and a bit. Well, I think that the most impressive thing, like if you're going to take anything away from it, is that despite the fact on how bad it's looked, we haven't broken any like major structure. Like we tried to, but we didn't. And I think that's a bullish thing overall.
Charts. What's stuck out to you?
I've been like revisiting the idea that the Sol Eco could probably have another good pump once the liquidity and volume leaves at some point, which I think will pose a pretty good opportunity in the future. I got no clue like when Sol ETH will bottom out or like what that will look like in the future, but
Now,
I think the disparity. I think the disparity between the Sol price action versus the Sol Eco is like a really good thing to see. Like Sol holding up quite well while the Eco coins trend downwards. I think that's really good. So keep it like I don't think you should like write off the ecosystem. I think you should just give it a little bit of time, have some alerts set, and then revisit it maybe in a month or so and see what you can sort of scoop up. Apart from that, no, nothing really. I've been trying to figure out a way to essentially solve for this like question. So a lot of people chart the total 3, which is like BTC and ETH excluded, and then everything else, which I think is a fine thing to chart if you want to like capture an understanding of like the alt season, I guess. But like I wanted to try and figure out a way that you can separate the new inflated projects that just come onto the market with high FDVs and market caps between the actual leading coins. So I've been trying to figure out like if you insert the total 3 and then minus out Sol or some other projects, can you find sort of like a shift in market behavior? So like I did one recently, which was it was total 3 minus Sol, USDC, USDT, Doge, Stacks, Link, Tau, IMX, and I think Tron and ADA. And if you compare that to basically all of those ones, which was Sol, Doge, Stacks, Link, TIA, and ADA, you can start to see a disparity of the leaders cooling off while the like everything else starts to pump a little bit. So
Yeah, I've
if
noticed that actually.
BTC and ETH start to stall out and Sol and the strong performers start to stall out, then you could see a little bit of run on the dog shit, which would mean that I think we would come to some sort of correction in the future. But I don't know. I haven't really got this calculated because the one thing it doesn't allow for is like
you've got to multiply it by market cap when you do the minusing, by the way. Otherwise, it just minuses the price. So you've got to actually,
you got to do it by market cap. Yeah.
So you've
but
got to
the
like
other thing too is
multiply the supply.
Yeah.
So,
the other thing too is you've got to sort of it's hard because like I put Doge in there because it's the biggest meme coin, but it doesn't accurately capture the interest in Bonk and Whiff, which also have like quite high market caps. So like I could isolate it this way and try to find some data that way, but like I don't know. It's just something to help gauge where I think we're at with like the recent pumps. And what I found is that the shit DEX, if what I like to call, is starting to like trend higher, while the top of each category are starting to stall out in range. So I've been trying to build that out. I haven't really got it finalized. I've written some data points down and trying to consolidate that and bring it together. So once that's done, I'll share it with you guys. But nothing much, man.
I feel
like
really exactly to your point, though, what that sort of indicates to me is like there may be new money flowing into Bitcoin, but that same money is not flowing elsewhere into other coins. So
yeah,
I think what's different to this cycle compared to previous cycles is that the natives are not allocated to Bitcoin. And I would say even amongst ourselves, most of us probably don't have any Bitcoin or anything that's notable. So like historically, natives would have a certain portion in Bitcoin. Bitcoin would pump. They would rotate that amount into some other coins to sort of chase some other capital. And then you get that secrets of crypto sort of cycle where it's like Bitcoin pumps, then ETH pumps, then alts pump, and then meme coins pump sort of thing. But because I don't think there's a large allocation to Bitcoin overall, that when people want to speculate after the Bitcoin pump, those same people are not doing that with their Bitcoin. If they're going to do anything with it, it's to the ordinals side of things, like we were talking about earlier. But in terms of rotating to other coins, I just don't think that's happening. And I think in terms of inflows into the space, except Bitcoin, then I don't think that that's causing any sort of future rotations. And the fact that we're seeing like a major stall out on everything else is probably indicative of that. I think the only time we're going to see more of that is with ETH pump, because sort of natives are generally more allocated to ETH. But I think most of the people that have been holding ETH and have held ETH for this long are not looking to speculate with it, because if they were, they would have done so earlier during like the other L1 like cycle that we had in the last like 6 months.
That's a good
So
point.
I feel like if there was to be any further speculation, we need more money flow into the space, more people to dump on, and we're just not getting that at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah. I just posted the 3 charts that I'm building on at the moment. They're not finalized, but basically it just shows like BTC, ETH, USDT, and USDC on one, and then like bonk and whiff, because I don't know if that's new retail or speculative people that are currently in the space. So it's really hard to include that in a way that makes sense to me at this point in time, but hopefully people can like build on this idea and make it a lot better and more functional.
Nice.
Hell
Alrighty.
yeah, dude. This is some big brain shit. That's my contribution to this. Wow, dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but again, I just got out traded by Sticks within 6 hours of today. So, you know, I've mid-curved ordinals too much, so I'm probably mid-curving this. But anyway.
Bro, you were like shilling them so hard to me and Z back at like CryptoCon.
Wait, Swiss, did you not buy like a single ordinal?
No, I've got some ordinals. It's just that like
my god!
I didn't
I
buy the
thought
right
that you
ones.
I thought that you had not been taking your own advice. I was like, Swiss, you're the most bullish ordinal. Dude, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't own any.
I don't even have any. Fuck. Big thing just
What about-
quickly was the Yuga CEO got reinstated. And that caused a bit of a Yuga pump again. Which, you know,
Mental illness.
Yeah, mental fucking illness.
Indeed. That's crazy.
Yeah, so
this is
I
not
think
a safe aid place. Yeah.
this is not a
The
safe
pump
place.
will go up and then it'll just come straight back to where it was when it pre-pumped.
Yeah, so I think like Pangs are back to like 19 point something and like Apes are back to 22 point something, but I think Apes went to like 24 and then like it didn't last very long.
This won't last.
Yeah.
It's just extra liquidity for the dudes who are smart.
Yeah.
So what happened? The
So
current CEO got replaced by Gaga, was it? Or
yeah,
was it
the
other
original guy, the original guy. So
guy?
they kind of like reshifted it all back. This was like a week after the whole Moonbirds thing. I think it was a good thing overall, to be honest. Like, I actually think this is like probably one of the first steps in the right direction that they've taken in like years. But I think it's going to take some time to play out properly. So I think there's probably a little bit more bleeding to happen before they eventually have their resurgence. And I think they will have a resurgence. I just don't think it will be either this cycle or this early in the cycle. But yeah, they're just
especially
so
with
fucking ugly,
Pudgies,
man. Yeah,
dude, I can't. Yeah, dude, hearing Dark on the on our second, third, last one, just be like, yeah, I was gonna mint them, but then I just didn't because they were really ugly.
It's so true. Like,
was great. Going to the webpage and being like,
free.
Yeah, literally.
At the time.
Yeah, basically.
0.005?
0.05. 0.05.
Yeah, 0.05.
Wow.
Yeah.
What day did they mint? Like what part of the cycle did they mint?
It was probably June, July 2021. So it was like after the big nuke.
so crazy how quick they pumped. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, how quick all NFTs pumped, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking insane.
It was, oh man,
like
yeah, that was a
I
weird
think
time.
it wasn't even a 0.1 ETH, and it went to like 150 in what, like 2-3 months or something. I don't even know.
Yeah, I remember when I bought my Pudgy at the time, I was thinking that, oh, this could go to 40 ETH or some shit back then. Because I think that's
Yeah,
what
because
I think
everything
that's
was
what
pumping.
well, I think the apes were the only one to have done it at that time.
Yeah.
And then like when we hit the New York Times and that, I was like, yes, this is gonna be it, but didn't.
Fine,
But
we'll do
yeah,
it this cycle.
yeah, easy, bro, easy.
Yeah,
Oh, it's happening this cycle.
definitely.
I think Pudgy's like the only like blue chip NFT collection that's seriously catching a bid. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
does
all
anyone
of them have
know
been
of
in a
any others?
downtrend. Not really. They've all been in a downtrend. Like if you look at
Yeah.
all the ones, so if you do a snapshot like a year or a year and a half ago, or whatever, a year ago, say, all like D-Gods, Zuki, Milady, probably, I don't even know. All these ones were like way higher than what they are now. Oh, and apes, obviously. Whereas penguins were way lower. And penguins just been in an uptrend where every other project's been in a downtrend.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so it's pretty obvious. It was pretty obvious like once it hit like 5 or 6 ETH that like these ones are up only and everything else is down.
Yeah, I
And
feel
it'll
like
be, I think it'll get
Yeah.
like I think it'll get even worse for some of these projects if ETH keeps going higher, because it'll just be like, well, ETH's a
Why?
lot higher now. Why am I holding this?
Yeah.
It's not going up. Like,
I feel like that's the
yeah,
most bearish thing for NFTs right now is just like the fact that ETH's actually moving.
it does. I think it
And that
will
everyone
nuke some stuff.
expects, and everyone like expects ETH to move over the next couple of months as well. So
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, I'm probably just gonna
I think a
hold it.
lot of people as well think like as soon, like say ETH goes to like 3,200, 3,500, whatever, they're like, oh my god, like imagine like when my NFT is going to be worth, like when it pumps a bit and ETH pumps, it's like, well, maybe the NFT might sell off for a bit. So, but that's fine. It happens. Consolidate and up. Penguins have had heaps of like 20% dips, and then they've just maintained their uptrend, so it's all good. Happens.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Anything else that we wanted to discuss? I'm trying to think of things.
This week's been so, I don't know, it hasn't been that crazy.
No, I was.
It's been pretty quiet.
I was going to say there wasn't really much we could speak about aside from like the fight and all.
I feel like that this past couple of weeks has just been like super boring, and like I hate to harp on about it, but like that's the moon cycle shit. Every time it's the new moon cycle, it's like always boring as fuck. And then watch the next 2 weeks be super interesting. Not saying up or down, just saying that it'll be interesting. I reckon
I say up.
the volatility. Yeah, so do I. Like my gut says up. Even like Chris Benensky, like I don't know if you've been following his posts recently. Like he's even been posting like bullish on Sol again.
I saw that.
And like, you know, back in January, he was like, yeah, this is local top. This is local top. And he was right. Like, no matter what way you want to put it, he was fucking right. But like the fact that
I think people are going to fade him now as well,
Yeah.
because of his like one bad call. But the thing is, he said that he was just saying it as a cautionary thing. He actually didn't. He specifically stated in that post, he's like, I'm long, but just cautious. Like he didn't sell anything, but
Exactly.
But I think a lot of
and he
people
was right. Like ultimately, he was right.
He was right. Like it did go down another like 15% or something, but
Yeah.
it didn't go down to like everyone wanted that perfect. Look, I've got my buy set at 35k. I'm going to get the most perfect entry of all time, and then it's going to go straight to 50. And it's like, I'm going to be a genius. Like that's not how it works, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I think
You're
like
never going to get a perfect entry.
I think the biggest thing for like most people this cycle is like everyone's looking for the correction on Bitcoin, right? But like all the alts, they did like go down 30+%, right? Like
Even
they
like-
did correct like majorly. But like Bitcoin didn't, but Bitcoin's the only thing that's got like structural differences
It's
compared
got
to
a, but it's got a trad.
cycle.
Yeah, it's got the
Yeah.
TradFi bid. So it's like the dips will be like 2-3%, and then maybe the TradFi dudes will just pump it again, like they do with all the fucking blue chip, tech stocks. You know what I mean? Like they've just been in a fucking huge uptrend that literally go down 5%, and they just keep going up. So it's acting similar to a TradFi. It's just like an ETF stock, basically.
Yeah.
Dude, and ETFs are absolutely fucking cooking, dude. Like,
yeah, they're bullish as.
and it's nuts. Like, I forgot to mention this earlier, but the one I get to keep up to date on all the boring news. The Wisdom Tree and Van Eck Bitcoin ETFs. So they announced that they'd be cutting their fees to 0.2%. And like, I don't know if it's directly related to that, but they saw like 20x volume on the day on Tuesday.
Yeah, I saw that, which is nuts.
Fucking insane. You're like, okay, the institutions are buying our bags. So yeah.
I can't understand people in crypto that like don't want institutions to be involved, or they just like think it's sovereign money, like they're not allowed to. It's like, well, how is the coin supposed to go up in value if like there's only so much money fucking we have, like it's just people are so retarded. I can't deal with it. How's it supposed to get to $100 trillion market cap if like
but it is
no institution owns it?
Even with the cypherpunk thing, it's just like, oh well, it's for, I don't know, but it's like it's just an institution buying the asset.
Yeah,
it's not like they're asking for control.
Bitcoin.
It's not like BlackRock's taking over all of the miners and they're gonna like perform a 51% attack on Bitcoin. So it still sticks within. And I understand there's so many fucking caveats on it that Laser Eyes would probably love to normally hear.
I mean, they probably don't like it. Yeah.
But yeah, I just think that lots of people owning the asset is kind of the point of.
Look at the fucking S&P. Like, look at this chart. Like, look what happens when everyone DCAs into it. Like, everyone does. Like,
does Apple go? Oh no!
Yeah.
Fucking BlackRock is buying my stocks.
I know.
Shit! It's like no. Grow up.
They did do like 500 billion in buybacks.
Yeah.
That had an impact on the stock price.
True. Yeah, dude.
Yes.
It's gonna be good.
But yeah, been a fairly boring week crypto wise, but I think that's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
If you haven't allocated yet,
nice.
it's probably time to start pulling out the old bids and
pull the trigger, boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Slowly delaying the left translated cycle thesis.
I'm hoping, because I'm playing it like a normal cycle, so
hopefully,
to be fair, a left translated, like it would just have to rip so hard for it to happen. Like I just can't see it like just creeping, and then we just like die forever.
Well, my understanding is left translated cycle would be all-time high Q1, so we have like a month.
Yep,
pretty much. So
I believe that.
You believe it?
Yeah.
I'm bullish, but I'm more up to the right grind bullish.
I still
mate finance. No one is bullish enough.
I'm thinking very soon.
Yeah,
in the next like month or two.
I think Bitcoin all-time high by halving.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think like before halving, maybe even. It's so hard to say. I feel like my fucking bias changes every fucking day.
Same.
So I don't listen to me. But the TradFi, I think just because of the TradFi infinite bid, and then if that stops, I'll change my mind.
It is funny. I get.
It's not invalidated yet.
12K is not invalidated.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I wonder what is Capo still posting things? I haven't.
He posted that he sold out.
He said he sold also all his altcoins, and he said the altcoin market cap's going to 29 billion. He said the entire altcoin market cap 29 billion.
And you're not bullish on?
Dude. Are you bearish or not? Oh my god, Jesus. 29 billion. So what's it at now? It's at like 600. Is that what is it at? 400 or 600? What's it at? I don't even know. But yeah, he's saying it's going to 29 or something like that.
It's such a tragic.
I find it funny. He does like a big arrow down, a little creep up, big arrow down, little creep up, big arrow down. It's like It's like no room for anything. It's like
Vertical down
we
as
dump
well.
like 30%, pump 1%, dump 30%.
Yeah, it's like pump 1% World War III, pump 1% nuclear holocaust.
Yeah.
And then that's the sort of price action we need to anticipate for.
It's
And
good that he's
that's
all
it.
out
Everyone
there,
goes
because
home.
last time when he went bullish on AVAX, that's when we nuked from like 48k. So it's good that he's out of the market. We should pump now.
Yes, we
I mean,
should.
Yeah.
just kudos to him for being consistent. You know, it's better than the
Yeah.
full flip, better than the
flip-flopper,
flip flop of like, oh,
Yeah.
bullish today, bearish tomorrow. It's like, well,
Yeah.
fuck it. You know, he stayed bearish. It was 12k, but
He's
from
a
higher.
man.
He's a man. He's a real man.
So
He's
funny.
just a man.
He's just a man.
All right, boys. I think I
very
gotta
good.
go get some
Yeah.
dinner.
I should
getting a bit hungry
go to
out here.
sleep. It's
Oh,
1 a.m.
that's
here.
up, so-
Dude,
Yeah,
go
Oh,
to
sure.
Jesus,
bed.
it's time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All
All
right.
right, lads. It was a good app.
Appreciate y'all.
Very
Thanks for
Hopefully
very
everyone.
good.
guys.
we'll have a more exciting news in the next one. Hopefully some
Yeah,
big
for
stuff
sure.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just a little chill stream for the Sunday. Sorry about the technical
Yeah.
issues. We are doing this out of a hotel room in
Wonel's doing an
Banff.
extremely good job
Banff.
considering he doesn't have any of the equipment.
Producer Papa has killed it once again.
Yeah,
So,
nailed
great.
it.
Thanks, boys.
Wonel
All right.
streaming from the red light district.
All right.
All right. Catch everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
See you
Bye.
guys.